The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on News Radio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
Dr. Marc Pietropaoli is with us right now. He's the owner of Victory in Motion. They're the home of knee repair, not knee replacement. Doc, tell people what you're a doctor of.
I am we were just talking about this, sports medicine fellowship trained orthopedic surgeon, regenerative medicine specialist.
Wow, that's a lot. Yeah.
I'm a surgeon who trained as a surgeon, orthopedic surgeon, bones, joints, sports medicine, so more active people with Dr. Andrews down in Birmingham, Alabama. Mm-hmm. And then as my career has gone on, I found more and more that our body has this amazing ability to heal itself. Right. That's called regenerative medicine. So I've gotten more into the regenerative medicine part of things and less surgery, more getting you to heal on your own and getting you to grow your hair back on your own. No, I don't do that, but the same principles apply. Yeah, there are ways to get your body to help it grow its hair back.
So let's talk about the stress that is on our joints as we age, because I was a little confused. I was just telling you I was on vacation down there in Georgia. We did a lot of walking. I was doing them, at least 15,000 steps a day. I felt pretty good, but I stretched a lot. And I don't think people do that regularly when they go on vacation. They don't stretch. They don't do that. Does there come a point where even if you stretch and even if you're in good shape, that movement doesn't work to your advantage and that it stresses you out more? Or no?
Can I tell a story?
Absolutely.
Please tell us a story.
Well, no. So that reminds me of a lady we just recently saw. I'm going to call her Louise, but I mean, it can be...
Names are changed to protect the innocent.
Exactly. Yes. And it could be any number of hundreds of people we see, but very common. They come in and see us, and let's say it's for knee pain. Obviously, we treat shoulders and other areas, but knee repair, not knee replacement, is kind of our trademark thing. And so she comes in, and she's 72, but she looks like she's 52. She has been doing all the walking. She knows all her steps. Yeah. She has gained a little weight as she's gotten older, and she started to get some knee pain. And so she goes and sees her primary care doctor, and they take a look at her, and they say, it's probably just arthritis, and take some over-the-counter medication, and then come back. So she does that. She goes back, and they're like, well, you need a set of x-rays. We'll see if you have arthritis. So they order the x-rays. She has to go someplace else to get the x-rays.
Of course.
They call her back with the results, and they say you have bone-on-bone arthritis.
Really? Bone-on-bone. That bad, huh?
So they send her to an orthopedic surgeon, and he tells her the same thing. You have bone-on-bone arthritis. And so she's horrified. Like she's probably
doesn't understand why.
Right. She's been active her whole life, all that stuff, and no one really gives her a reason why or anything like that. They just tell her, you need a knee replacement. Terrible. And she's like, well, can I get an MRI, et cetera? No, you got to go to PT first. So they sent her to PT for 6 weeks. She wasn't getting much better, and so the orthopedic surgeon says she needs knee replacements. Now she does hear the show, so she calls our office. And she wants to know, hey, I was told I need a knee replacement, or either just suck it up, and can I get in to see you? So we had her come in, but she came in for like a full day evaluation, because even though she was told she had arthritis, she didn't know what that meant. She didn't know any of that stuff. So we ended up doing what we call a clarity day, because she didn't really understand what was going on. And so I'll tell you, the first thing we do, we spend a full hour going through everything, whether it's myself, my PA, my orthopedic PA. One of us is going to sit there and go through and actually find out what's going on. So to your point, she was walking, she was starting to get a little bit of pain. She tried stretching, she tried all the over-the-counter things, and none of that was working. She was wondering why her knees were bothering her. So anyway, we got that whole history, got some x-rays. Now, there's a post that we did on this, but she was told she had bone-on-bone. We get x-rays where the person's standing up. She had a ton of space between her bones. She did not have bone-on-bone arthritis.
See?
So just that
How did they miss that?
Honestly, I don't know, but we hear that not infrequently. So then we got an MRI, and she did have a little stress or microfracturing in the bone underneath. And so as we get older, we get maybe gain a little weight, we lose a little muscle mass. Maybe we need to do more strengthening exercises and not so much endurance exercises like walking too much. Not that walking's bad. And so she had these stress or microfractures, and people's bones, when females' bones get a little bit weaker, and so do males, but females more so. So she had these precursors or these soft spots that lead to arthritis. So she did have some arthritis, but it was definitely not bone on bone, and it was something that we can heal that bone and cure it and get those soft spots better. And she had no clue about that. But the more amazing thing is we also, during this whole day that we evaluate people, we had her see one of our VFit specialists, the total body fitness, like they're a PT or a PTA, and they're a certified strength and conditioning specialist. They saw her, they worked on her back, and 90% of her knee pain went away. Wow. So
seriously,
90%. So you can have hip problems, back problems, ankle problems that are causing issues in your knee. She did have arthritis in her knee. It wasn't bone on bone. We caught it early. That's great. That's someone we can probably prevent from ever needing a knee replacement.
Yeah.
So
and
a
she would have
holistic
gone
approach.
down that
She
whole
would've.
road.
They told her they said you need knee replacements on both knees.
But how do they miss? How does somebody miss something? Is that because they don't do the MRIs and things that you do?
I think if all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a nail. So if you're an orthopedic surgeon, you are an orthopedic surgeon. You're taught, hey, someone has knee pain. They've tried all this other stuff. Their primary care sent them. They did cortisone. They did gel injections. All I have is a hammer. I know how to do a knee replacement. I'm going to offer you a knee replacement. So it's kind of not even the orthopedic surgeon's fault. That's the way we're trained. I'm just lucky that I had an open mind, and there's a lot of other orthopedic surgeons, but not many, who have an open mind to other forms of treatment and trying everything non-operative first versus going right in and saying you need surgery or just suck it up. There's a third option, and I think we have that third option.
So I don't want to discourage anybody from walking. So you still think that even as we age, like above 60, you should be out there moving and walking and doing maybe some air squats, even if you're not using weight.
I mean, motion is medicine. And by the way, air squats, you bring that up. There was a study done that shows after you eat, if you do like 10 air squats or even 20 air squats, you lower that insulin level going up, that
That's
insulin
beautiful.
spike.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So like even just doing air squats, if you do them right, can be very helpful.
Is this what Tom did on the air when I was gone?
Yes, I did. I did some squats.
I missed that.
Nice and deep, below parallel.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Dr. Pietropaoli, Victory in Motion. Why don't you hang around? We'll talk after the break a little bit.
Sounds good. Thank you.